So hello everybody, welcome back to Code Arena. I am Amina and today we are gonna learn more and more things in HTML. This is the day 3 of HTML for beginners and there will be 5 days. So let's get started. First of all, we'll just recap that what we have learned in day 1 and day 2. So in day 1 we have learned these things. You can just see and practice. In day 2 we have learned about images, nesting, buttons, inputs, its types and many more things. You can just check it out and revise it. And now we are gonna start in day 3. So firstly we'll make the boilerplate with HTML and we can just delete these all things if we want. So today we are going to learn about basic small tags in HTML. So let's get started. So what is BR tag in HTML? We can just take a line break with BR tag. Like, for example, if I write a heading once and after that I want a line break, then I can add the BR tag, obviously. So let's learn it by the code. So we are in the body section. Firstly, let's get some heading. We are learning BR tag. Let's save this and first we'll go live. Okay, so we are having this big heading. And now if I want to add a p tag, so let me add the p tag. I am Amina. Let's save this. See, we are having this p tag. Now what if I want a line break between these two elements? So I'll just add BR and it's self-closing, so we don't need to close it. Okay, let's save this and see the result. See, we are having a line break between these two sentences. Okay, now let's go further. Now what is B tag in HTML? It helps to make the sentence bold. Let's try it by code. Okay, so we are here in our body section. First we'll comment this out by /. What if I want to make an P tag? Let's say I'm writing about my channel. So my YouTube channel's name is Code Arena. Let's save this and see the result. Okay, so we are having this normal sentence. Now what if I want this Code Arena to be bold? Okay, so I'll just add B here and at the end I will close this. Let's save this and see the result. See, we are having this Code Arena bold, but this sentence is normal. Okay, so this is about bold. Now let's move further. Okay, so we are having this I tag in HTML. It helps to make the text in italic. Let's try it by the code. I'll just do Alt Shift down and I will change this B into I. Let's do this and let's save this and see the result. We are having this first sentence in bold and the second sentence in italics. Now let's move further. Now we are having U tag. If we use U tag, then we can underline the text. Let's try it by the code. We'll again do Alt Shift down and I will just change this I to U. Let's save this and see the result. Okay, we are having this Code Arena in the underlined form. Now let's move further. Now we are having this big tag in HTML. Basically, it helps to make the text a bit bigger than normal. Let's try it by the code. We'll again do Alt Shift down and we'll change this U into big. Okay, so when I write this big tag, I'm having this red text. So it still works. Let me show you. See, we are having this big text, but it's not recommended to us because with CSS we can increase the font size. It's not recommended. Now let's move further. Okay, so we are having this small tag in HTML. It helps to make the text a bit smaller than normal. Let's try it by the code. We'll just do Alt Shift down and we'll change this big to small. Okay, let's save this and see the result. We are having this a bit smaller. So now you'll be wondering that why we are learning B tag, I tag or these tags. These are just the tags. You need to take the knowledge, but we can increase the size with CSS, we can decrease the size with CSS, we can do everything with CSS. but HTML is kind of boring, so we are just making it a bit creative. Now let's move further and learn more things. Now we are having this HR tag. It helps to make an horizontal line. It's horizontal rule. See, H stands for horizontal and R stands for rule. It's an horizontal rule. Let's try it by the code. So let's do HR, it's self-closing, and we'll save this. And see, we are having this big horizontal line here. Okay, now let's move further. Okay, now what is subtag in HTML? Basically, it's subscript. So let's say I've written here P, and inside it I've written O, and in the subtag I've written 2, and after that I've closed these both. Then the output would be like this O2. Okay, so it helps to make the text below the normal text. Okay, so it's subscript. Now let's try it by the code. Okay, so I'll just comment these all things. Now let's say I've made a P tag, and inside this P tag I've written O, and after this O I've made a substring and I've written here 2. So let's save this and see the result. We are having this perfect O2. Now let's move ahead. Okay, so now what is superscript? I've taken a small example here. Inside this P tag I have written 5, and after 5 I have written here a superscript, and inside this superscript I have written here 2. So it will come above the normal text, and after inside this P tag I have written equals to 25. So this will be the output. Superscript helps us to write the text upwards. So now let's try it by the code. Okay, so here I'll make a P tag, and inside this I'll write 5. Okay, and now I will make the superscript SUP, and inside the superscript I will write here 2. So 5 square is equals to 25. Let's save this and see the result. Wow, we are having this perfect look which we wanted. So this 2 is coming upwards of the text, so it's called superscript, and this 2 is coming below the text, so it's called substring. Now we'll move ahead. So this will be the last part of our today's session. So now what is nav tag? Nav tag is just like the div tag but in a different name. Okay, when we see some options above our computer screen, so this will be the output. So this is the nav bar. So it's just like the div tag but in a different name. But when we are making this kind of layout, recommended is this nav tag. Okay, hopefully you are clear with all the basic tags of HTML. Now what we have learned today, let's see. So in day 3 we have learned about BR tag in HTML, B tag in HTML, I tag, U tag, big tag, small tag, HR tag, substring, superscript, and then the last one is the nav tag in HTML. So that is it for today, guys. If you like my video, then share it with your friends. By the way, this was the day 3 and tomorrow will be the day 4, and the last one is the day 5 of HTML. If you complete all 5 days, then you are clearly done with HTML basics, and I will provide you a certificate, and more information will be provided in the day 5. Thank you so much for watching my video.